Of course, the spotlight now is firmly on Boeing and on Air India. The DGCA has now stepped in with emergency safety checks on all Boeing 787's operations from India going forward. From June 15th, all Indian origin flights must undergo special one-time pre-departure checks. This includes inspections of the fuel system, of engine control, hydraulics, cabin air and takeoff parameters. The new flight control inspection is being added to every transit check. Airlines have 2 weeks now to conduct power tests and must submit a detailed report to the DGCA. The urgency, of course, is because this isn't the first time Boeing's Dreamliner has faced trouble. Globally, there has been instances of engine failures, altitude drops, gear snags and cabin pressure loss. In fact, in 2013, Japan Airlines grounded its 787s after 2 cases of fuel leaks. United Airlines reportedly had a battery malfunction that led to temporary grounding of 787s. India's own Ministry of Civil Aviation has admitted that within 14 months of 787's launch with Air India, the Dreamliner fleet saw 136 glitches. Money was lost during that period. Even last year, December 2024, a Delhi-Birmingham flight suffered a hydraulic leak during landing. Between 2015 and now, Air India's Boeing 787s have seen 32 instances, from engine shutdowns, gear malfunctions to smoke in cabins and windshield cracks. None of them fatal, of course, until this very crash. And now questions at this point being asked. Was this aircraft properly maintained? In January this year, a whistleblower at Boeing, Sam Salehpour, told the FAA that shortcuts were being taken while assembling the 787s, directly blaming the Boeing management of trying to cost cut. He alleges that engineers were pressured to approve uninspected work and parts of the fuselage weren't joined properly, potentially shortening the plane's lifespan. The investigation particularly is still ongoing. And now with Air India, CEO Campbell Wilson has expressed deep sorrow and regret. The airline has announced 1 crore in compensation for each family member. But of course, family there not wanting compensation want their loved ones back. What about the pilots? Well, some experts say that we should wait before pointing fingers, but we do know. History reminds us. 1989 British Midlands crash, where experienced pilots shut down the wrong engine after a fault. They had no simulator training for that aircraft variant, of course, which is why that human error happened there. Could this be another case of poor oversight then? Did Air India carry out sufficient training of their pilots?